The Marshall Thundering Herd are ready to establish themselves as one of the top teams in Conference USA. Here at FAU as the Owls play host to powerhouse Marshall, the Thundering Herd. Marshall very much in the thick of the Conference USA Championship race. The FAU Owls trying to right their season. It all begins today. Kickoff is coming up next from Boca Raton on Fox College Football. Weather will cooperate. 83 degrees, typical humidity at 58%. The Marshall Thundering Herd, one of the powerhouses in Conference USA since they joined this league. Before that, they were a powerhouse in the MAC Conference. They're led by Doc Holliday in his 6th year as the head coach. He's done a remarkable job during his time in Huntington.
Yeah, that's going to change the way they play offense. They throw the ball a lot more with him in the game. Not as mobile as Jacquez Johnson.
Greg Joseph has a powerful leg, booms one into the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Thundering Herd.
It's maybe one of the best interior linemen in the country.
From a 25. Gaping hole up the middle, and here goes Johnson with space. It's a foot race at the 30, down to the 20. One man to beat at the 10, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Johnson from 75 yards.
Picking up right where he left off last year when he had 272 yards against these guys. This one is just too easy right here. Huge hole to run through, and now it's just a sprint. And remember, this guy's 243 pounds, and nobody can catch him. So that's saying a lot for Devon Johnson. I mean, great job at the point of attack. Sebastian Johnson, number 71, left guard, just a great job of blocking down the left tackle.
That's what they're hoping eventually Jason, who's just a freshman, can do. On 2nd down, he will almost get that one picked off. A dangerous pass right into traffic. And I mean, it was almost a tailor-made pick 6 for Gary Thompson.
Yeah, Gary Thompson would have got his hands on that ball. He was gone. You see, the ball's going to get tipped, I believe, right there. The ball kind of got tipped in the air, and Gary Thompson wasn't able to pull it in. But Gary Thompson, 10, 600-meter guy playing defensive end. Are you kidding me? He would have been gone.
Litton out of the shotgun on a 4-wide set. Litton with time. Rifles one complete at the 40, and that'll move the chains. DeAndre Reeves on the reception.
DeAndre Reeves coming out of the slot. He's a tough cover in there because he's got a two-way go, and really tough, just able to make a play outside. And
most of these kids in Palm Beach, Broward, and Dade County want to stay close to home. On 2nd down, not much doing there for Rodriguez. Driscoll getting the start today, gets the snap on play action. Over the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended target, Caleb Woods.
You were just talking about it. When you can do this, especially a guy at 243 pounds, you can take that inside run and take it all the way to the house, outrun the safeties, the corners, and everyone else. I mean,
they converted him into a running back, and it's unconventional to see a guy that size a running back, but he has taken to it like a duck takes to water. Reeves on the reception, breaking one tackle and takes it out to the 44-yard line.
These quick screens you see right there, Reeves right there in the slot. It's just an easy throw, and really it's like an extended running play to protect this quarterback.
On 4th and 15, they'll punt it away. And this is going to look good for Marshall. Inside the 5, they pin them back. Nice job by Tyler Williams. A 54-yard punt with nothing on the return. Our tremendous Fox Sports crew here in Boca Raton, Florida. 7-3 game, and a great job by Jay Warren just to avoid a safety there. Evan McKelvey, who leads Conference USA with 71 tackles, got in there.
Yeah, and watch right there, number 31. Evan McKelvey right here just comes right through the hole. That's the hole that the running back is supposed to run through, but instead McKelvey ran through it and made him change directions and made the play.
And they run it here, and I don't think he got out. That's going to be a safety. They try it again. There was no place to go for Jay Warren. They'll review it. But DJ Hunter, 22, got in there. And a huge defensive play. Naquan Harris, 54, also leading the charge.
You see, just unblocked off the edge right there was DJ Hunter. And there's no question that that is a safety right there, but you got to expect them to come. You got to put a hat on a hat up front somewhere. Give your running back a chance. No chance whatsoever right there that he's up walking around, so it's not that serious. It doesn't seem at least.
Big hole right side, and here comes Watson, and a touchdown-saving ankle tackle at the 30-yard line by Jalen Young. Otherwise, he's still running.
Cramped up a little bit too, I think, at the end. Watch the center, number 54, Selby. Does a good job of coming around, and look at him just seal the edge right there. Great job blocking the inside linebacker, and that's really what sprung Remy Watson. He's the guy that's really got to flow and scrape and fill in those holes.
Oh, great misdirection play in the flat. Wide open is the tight end, Bird. Bird bringing defenders with him, dragging them all the way to the 1 yard line. Tremendous effort by Emmanuel Bird. 21 yards.
Oh, just a throwback right here. And then watch the yards after contact. Bird gets hit probably right there about the 10-yard line. Then he just drags everyone else down. But Remy Watson's he came in and made a couple big plays as well.
And Watson will get it here, banging ahead, and touchdown, Marshall. Remy Watson with his first touchdown of the season.
Just a straight ahead run, just inside zone. Let Remy Watson just try to find a little.
Litton directing traffic. Owls sending pressure. Litton cocks and fires and completes it at the 10. Soft coverage there by LeBlanc. And an easy toss to Allen. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, good job by the freshman, too. Chase Litton setting up his protection. I think a good sign and good measure of a good coach, too, is being able to do it different ways. I mean, this offense is completely different from what they ran last year with Rakeem Cato. Now they've got a freshman at quarterback and doing it different ways, but still having a lot of success. And that's the highest respect that you can pay a corner.
Play action to Foster on the run and completing the pass at the 41-yard line. Another first down for Marshall. That's DeAndre Reeves, who's really been the go-to target today for Litton.
And he's slow to get up too, but I tell you what, could have had a big play down the field. Watch number 4, McManus. If you can see him down the field, he comes wide open on the post, but
talked about the history of Marshall quarterbacks. Eric Kresser, who was a transfer from the University of Florida, played well here. Chad Pennington, who of course threw a lot of those touchdowns to Randy Moss. Byron Leftwich, an eventual first-round draft pick, played in the NFL for several years, still in the NFL actually. And Rakeem Cato, who's in the Canadian League now, doing very well and was a great 4-year starter for Marshall. 3rd and 13. They'll rush 4. Pass is thrown in the flat. Wide open is Hunt, and Hunt will have a first down. Those are a couple of back-breaking third down conversions on an FAU defense that needs a stop here.
Yeah, Justin Hunt just runs the crossers. See him right here, nothing fancy. He just lets the defense uncover. They're playing zone, so everyone drops back deep. Since it's a long yardage situation, you're able to bring more pressure, bring those linebackers, and try to get to the quarterback.
Marshall 2 of 4 on third down. This is 3rd and 3. Hand off in a gaping hole left side. That'll be a first down and then some. Out to the 31-yard line. Remy Watson, you see, he's got a little wiggle in his game.
And watch how they just run the defensive end up the field. Robinson Eugene, 59, they just run him up the field.
Foster into the game now for the Thundering Herd. On the move. First down and 10 in Owls territory. There is Foster firing through the hole past the 25, and he gets a pickup of 9. Give Conference USA a big out-of-conference win. On first down, Litton play action. Looking deep over the middle, now fires underneath and completes it. Little corner route there, complete to Justin Hunt.
Fired these guys back up and gave them some life.
On second down, toss in the flat, and that'll be a first down for Nick Matthews.
But again, 5 yards on a run play is a win.
Back to the ground game, and again a big hole, this time right side for Heilig Foster. This Marshall offensive line, we talked about their continuity issues. The first time they've started the same 5 in back-to-back weeks, but they are dominating a very good front four for FAU today. Gene Felix, Sebastian Johansson, there you see him, number 71. Might be the only starting college football player from Sweden.
Yeah, I don't think football is too big in Sweden.
No. Oh man, wide open end zone touchdown. Raekwon Williams got beat on the play. Devontae Allen, who's from Belglade, Florida, not far from here, with the touchdown.
Yeah, wide open. Able to get a couple steps behind Raekwon Williams. Just on the outside, and Litton again. How about Litton? Poise, reads the defense, and puts the ball right on the money for Devontae Allen. He gets highly upset at that player.
I'm very curious to see what kind of energy FAU comes out after a tough end to half number one. Here's LeBlanc on the return, and that's not going to help matters.
Yeah, got to be able to finish. And that's something that I'm sure they talked about in the locker room. Got to finish when you have the opportunity.
Driscoll stays in at quarterback, feeds Greg Howell, who is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So now you've got a third down and long here, 3rd and 8. Driscoll with a 4-man rush, and Marshall gets to him. Popped and dropped for a sack at the 45-yard line. A loss of 7. Ricardo Williams with the sack.
Really just not enough time for anything. Look at 99. Great spin move inside. Beats Mickinson. Play run on the way to the quarterback.
Quick throw on the slant, and that will be a first down. Threading the needle was Litton to DeAndre Reeves.
And that's a good throw and a good catch, but they brought pressure. They forced the quick throw, and you got to jump inside, though. As a defensive back, you have to understand the easier throws are the ones to the inside, so I got to take that away first. I got to take the slant.
On second down, sweep to the right side and a big hole down the sideline. Here goes Foster. A foot race, and Foster will take it all the way to the house, 66 yards.
Had some great blocks out in front of him, too. Cody Collins, number 65, really led the way for him. Watch Cody Collins, number 65, just looking for somebody to block, just pushes out a defender, and that really opens up the hole. And from there, it's just a foot race, just easy.
Big hurdles to climb for an offense that is not a quick strike offense. And it continues to struggle. That ball was thrown right into double coverage. Tyndall was there to knock it away, number 10. This might be the final play of the third quarter. It's Howell trying to change directions, and he's bottled up near the line of scrimmage. Ryan B.
so far in the second half and doing a good job offensively.
Trying to set up the screen there, and Marshall read it all the way. Nice job by Driscoll just to throw that ball away. So now a 3rd down and 9. Driscoll with pressure, and it's rejected. Gary Thompson, the freakish athlete, number 59, a junior out of La Mesa, California.
And Gary Mason, number 59, they challenged him to be great. There he is right there. You can see right here, good recognition, comes up the field and knocks that ball away. He's got a 36-inch vertical leap, 600-meter guy, and challenged him to play to his measurables. And think he's done that today? We haven't called his name that much.
No. He might need a big play here. They're going for it on 4th down. Driscoll tipped up and intercepted at the 15 and finally brought down by Driscoll himself.
That's that tip drill that I was talking about earlier. Anytime that ball gets bouncing in the air, you work on it as defensive backs every day in practice. Tip drill. Tip that ball up and somebody else comes up and rallies to the ball. And you can see a couple people hit that ball. Antavis Rowe, number 7, is going to get his hands on it first right here. Look at number 7. It gets knocked out of his hands, and Rodney Allen, number 11, is able to end up with that ball. But a big turnover.
Marshall with 18 takeaways on the season, one of the highest marks in college football. And strong running there by Keon Davis. First time we've called his name today. I'm impressed by the depth of Marshall. You lose Devin Johnson, an all-conference running back, and whoever they give it to is making plays today.
Yeah. Then you lose Remy Watson, and you go down to your 3rd guy, and he makes a big play for you. Heilig Foster, then you bring in your 4th guy and still making plays.
They'll keep it on the ground here. Look at cut back there by Chase Litton. Didn't know the big man had that in the arsenal.
Well, they told us he was an athlete, huh? Played basketball and told us he was mobile and athletic, although I'm sure they would prefer him to throw it rather than run it, but they said that he was capable.
Time to tighten up if you're the Owls. Litton in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Litton fires and another slant play. That's been their go-to on 3rd down, and again they convert.
You're going to get caught every time.
Well, that is a triple whammy. So they get the 1st down on a big 3rd, they get the penalty, and they get an ejection. And they get a one-handed catch, Marshall does, from DeAndre Reeves. Now, if you're FAU, you got to regroup here in a hurry.
Yeah. Well, watch DeAndre Reeves working out of the slot. So one hand, he made that look easy. Just a one-handed catch, turns all the way around. And look at that. Made that thing.
I counted 4 FAU defenders that touched that football. Meanwhile, the 33-yarder for Nick Smith is true. And Marshall.
Something that they need to be doing.
On 1st down. In the backfield, and this time Warren's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss. Joe Massaquoi got the push, number 73. For Marshall has been stellar.
Oh, yeah. You see early on, just collapsing here, getting the safety, been able to get pressure right in the face of Jason Driscoll. And see the interception here on the last drive. The Marshall defense, we knew they were good coming in, right? You can look at all the numbers and lead Conference USA in a number of categories and even lead the country in some other categories.
3rd down and long over the middle, incomplete. Doc takes over right away. They start winning 7-6. They've already made it under his tutelage to 3 bowl games, including last year's Boca Raton Bowl where they defeated Northern Illinois.
You can see some pretty good programs there that they're associated with since 2013, winning percentage. Pretty good programs.
It really is an amazing. Of course, everybody's familiar with the tragedy of Marshall with the plane crash decades ago. See another jet sweep here. Some good hard running and second effort by Keon Davis. That'll be another 1st down. But if you've ever been to Huntington, West Virginia, it's a smaller town, middle of the state. What they've been able to do as a program over the years is really amazing. It's a state where, again, they have to recruit outside of West Virginia. They get a lot of kids from other areas, parts of the country. They have a tremendous fan base, very loyal. They support their team, pack up the stadium. It's the kind of environment that a lot of other schools at this level, quite frankly, are envious of. 3rd and long. Got to have it if you're FAU defensively, and it's not going to happen here. Keon Davis finds a crease and fires through the hole for a 1st down.
Wow. That was one that they had to come up with that stop, and you can see right here just a huge hole inside.
More ground and pound to the left side. And a strong run by Keon Davis. FAU defensively got to be worn down a little bit right now.
Yeah, especially up front. They look like they're a little worn down, and you can see just a missed tackle there, and then the next contact is not till.
Now you get into victory formation. Take a knee, and Marshall will have a nice ride home back to Huntington, West Virginia, as they defeat FAU 33-17. Marshall now 6-1 overall, 3-0 in Conference USA, and still on good track to try and make it to another Conference USA championship game and defend their title from a year ago. Overall, your thoughts, JC?
I think Marshall's definitely a team that's going to contend in Conference USA, like you talked about. Marshall, Western Kentucky, La Tech, those three teams I think are going to end up battling it out because they're so balanced.